Gonna go recording. Hey, welcome back. So we're really trying to get the most out of these ramps, and this is all I have left. Just these kind of leafy greens, which is kind of exciting. And I mentioned we are going to make a pesto, a ramp leaf pesto. I'm going to try this with almonds. I've never done this before. You're going to see an experiment happen in real time. And let's see what happens. What I'm going to need for this, obviously our ramp leaves. I have some Parmesan. You can use pecorino, try anything really, but a hard cheese, something that you can grate really finely, I think would probably work better or best. Coarse kosher salt. I have a lemon, I have olive oil, I have pepper. I think that's it. Oh, nuts. Almonds. Nuts.com. Great company. They don't give me money to say that. Nobody gives me money to say anything. But these are just dry roasted almonds, unsalted. Ooh, they're really nice. For the pasta, you'll probably use spaghetti or linguine, penne. I have, I guess, Campellini. Almost like a flour kind of shaped pasta. I think that's going to capture the pesto really well and be tasty. So what you could really do is basically at home, get your water going. By the time it takes your water to get to a boil and cook that pasta, your pesto will be ready. I'm going to wait a little bit to turn this on. One, it makes kind of a lot of noise, and because it's an induction burner, it like boils instantly. So there's no real ramp up for that. Let's give it a go. If I can figure out how to use this thing. All right, that looks promising. Let's start with, should I be measuring? I don't know. Measuring, we're cooking. Let's call that a cup. A cup of unsalted almonds. It's kind of important too to probably get the unsalted nuts. That way you can control the amount of salt that you're putting in there. Also remember too that your like aged Italian cheese, that's going to add salt. Let's get to it. I don't know. What do I think? Let's cut them in half and throw them in. Wonder if I should have pulled, whatever. A few more. We'll give that a couple pulse or two. How the hell does this work? Okay, I think we're gonna have to add some oil to that. So this is gonna need quite a bit of oil. So I'm just gonna give it a squeeze. I think that might be a good ratio. Jesus. Oh, it already smells really great. Wow, okay. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt. I'm gonna add a few cracks of black pepper. I'm gonna grind some Parmesan cheese. I have a grinder here. Whoops. This is, or a grinder. I'm gonna grate some Parmesan cheese. This is a terrible grater. Whoever invented this is an idiot. I don't understand how it opens and you're supposed to push on one side, so I end up wedging my hand in this thing. I'm gonna kind of run it on the fine grate real fast. Just right here on the cutting board. Is that like a quarter cup? I don't know. We're cooking, we're not measuring. This isn't baking. Put that in there. I have a lemon here. You could just probably use, I'm rolling the lemon. If you ever notice that you have lemons that you cut and you don't get a lot out of them, just give them a really good roll across the cutting board. Cut into it, that should really help with the lemon yield. I'm just gonna strain this to catch the seeds because I don't want the seeds to go in. That's probably a nice noise. ASMR fans. There we go. You could zest this and just maybe put the zest in, do both. Maybe like a tablespoon. That's probably a tablespoon. More olive oil. We want this to be smooth. More olive oil. I'm going to use the rest of this cheese. Oh, it smells amazing. It smells amazing. Oh my god. And we're going to taste. Have a spoon. Okay. It needs more salt. I think it could use some heat. It's very good. It's very good. But I do want to add some heat to it. I'm thinking maybe, hold on. Let me go grab something. Where the hell is it? So I have Aleppo chili powder, and Aleppo is from, real Aleppo chilies are from Aleppo, Syria. I've read before that some of the Aleppo that we get in the US actually comes from Turkey because of the Syrian civil war, which is obviously very sad. But Aleppo chili powder is really different from other chilies. It smells super floral. So I'm just gonna maybe put like, this is like a quarter teaspoon, a quarter teaspoon-ish. I think that's gonna be good. We'll see. Let's taste it. Super nutty. Wow, that's really good. That's really good. There's a little bit of heat. Right amount of salt. I'm gonna actually hold this down and slowly drizzle. All right. So, wow, I love that. It's really bright. The lemon helped with that. I mean, you taste like the leafy greens in all the best ways. All right, never made that before. So we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna get this up to a boil. Once that starts boiling, I'm gonna add ample salt. Don't, you know, just put a little, couple shakes in. This is like the only time that you get to season dry pasta. And this should be equivalent to like ocean water saltiness. You can't really over salt the water because the pasta's only going, I mean, I'm sure you could over salt the water, but the pasta is only going to take on so much salt. I'm going to clean up a little bit. We'll come back. We'll finish this up. Trying to keep a nice tidy workspace. That's always important. I don't need this. What the hell am I doing with this? So I hope it's not frustrating that I didn't measure kind of anything in that, partly because I don't measure a lot when I'm just cooking. I do weigh and measure in grams when I bake. I think that's important, but for me, cooking is just, it becomes like intuitive, but you should really be kind of responding to what you have in front of you. And also I want people to think that you can actually just do this in your own house. So it's super accessible, cooking at home. And I hope that that's kind of the gist of what this channel's about. I have wanted to make this channel for a really, really long time. I love cooking. Cooking brings out the best in me. I love sharing food with people. It's how I show them that I care. And I hope that you find some joy out of it as well, because it brings me a lot of joy. All right, this is enough with the sappiness. This has come up to a boil. That's hot. Like I said, ample salt. Oh, get salt everywhere. That's probably enough. If you think your pasta sucks, put more salt in the water. 101, 100%. That's coming up to like a nice rip and boil. I'm going to put this pasta in. Grab a stir. Some people might tell you too that you need a giant cauldron of water for the amount of pasta that you're making. I kind of found that not to be true. I actually think it's total bull. You really just need to cover the pasta and have a little bit of extra water. That's probably going to come up to a boil again. I'm going to turn down the heat if I know how, because that doesn't have to be a rolling boil. It just needs to be, I don't know, 180 to 200 degrees probably, and it will cook. Read the instructions on the back of the, actually don't read the instructions, because I couldn't tell you how long to cook this pasta. I will just pull a piece out and taste it. And if it needs to go longer, I let it go longer. If it needs to come out, I frantically dump the water out, and you know, it's done. We are gonna save some of this pasta water. Number 2, your pasta sucks. Add more salt to the water, but save this beautiful starchy pasta water, because you'll see when we add this pasta to our pesto, this pasta water is going to help create a thickness and a richness to the sauce, and really help emulsify the fat, the oil, the starch, everything kind of happening within the... I'm just going to turn this down because it continues to boil. I don't know how to use this thing. It's boiling. Why is it boiling? It's going to boil over. Oh, shit. Are we done? Are we done? Are we done? 2? What is going on? Anyway, pasta water. So I use these half pint containers, and I'll just kind of go in here, dip in, get some water. That's probably plenty, and that will help me make the sauce. So I'm trying to do everything. I'm trying to do everything on one burner. I would typically have 2 burners. I'd have my pasta going, and then I would have a pan like this, saucepan, sort of a deeper edged, not shallow. And then this is what we're going to toss the pasta and the pesto together. And I like to do that over a little bit of heat. Okay, So this is going to carry over, even though it's off. I don't know why that's beeping. I'm going to put this on here. Again, a little bit of olive oil. That should heat up pretty easily, pretty quickly. I don't know what, I have no idea what setting this needs to be on. 3 seems arbitrary at this point. It's getting hot. Oh shit, it's hot. Okay, I'm going to, well, should I do all? I'm just gonna put it all in. What the hell? We only live YOLO. God damn it. Okay, so we have, oh, that smells, golly, that smells, whew, that smells good. It smells like garlic, and I didn't put a single bit of garlic in here. These ramps are really, really amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of, I do not want this to burn. We do not want this to burn. And it's starting to get a little crispy on the bottom. I'm turning this down to 1. I'm gonna add a little bit of the oil and maybe a little bit of pasta water just to ensure that's not gonna get real crispy like. Now I gotta drain this pasta, which I'm gonna do off camera. I'll be right back. Pasta's going in. It's okay if it's wet. Like I said, we like that pasta water. And this is where it comes together. We're shaking, we're throwing it on the floor, we're shaking, we're throwing more on the floor. Oh, wow, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. I got a mess on the floor. Jesse's gonna kill me. Oh God, oh God. When can I pay somebody to do this? All right. That's good. Always wipe your floor and then use that to clean up the rest of the shit around your kitchen. Okay, I want to taste this. Okay. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna add black pepper. I'm gonna add olive oil. I'm gonna add some pasta water. I'm gonna stir in a more controlled manner this time. I don't know if you can see this. It's beautiful. So agitating this is really just gonna ensure that everything's coming together really nicely. I am gonna add a dollop of this. You do not have to add a dollop of this. I am. I'm also gonna lick this and then put it in my butter because this is my house. I'm going to bring the heat up again. If I know how to, there it is. And once that butter kind of melts and it gets incorporated, we're good to go. And again, that butter is really just going to make everything help come together. It's not necessary, but it just makes it a little more decadent. Makes it a little more special. If you ever even any sauce, red sauce, white sauce, meat sauce, a little pad of butter really goes a long way. Taste it. Butter's mostly melted. So you're gonna have butter in there. You're gonna have really fresh, herby kind of stuff. Oh shit, that's good. Oh my God, it's good. Oh my God. Wow. All right. Turn this off. We don't want to cook it. It's cooked. Holy smokes, that's good. We're gonna plate. Beautiful plate, easy peasy. Get it in the middle. Make sure you have your phone so you can Instagram that shit. I want to hit it with some parm. I want that turned off. Don't be afraid of that. A little crack of pepper. Drizzle of olive oil. And you're gonna taste it. I don't know. Fucking great. Freaking great. Oh man. Holy shit. That's delicious. I mean, I would pay that pace. I would pay somebody to make this for me. Holy smokes, that's good. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna eat this whole, I'll probably eat this whole pan. This is amazing. And I'm really glad, oh my God, I'm really glad it came together. You know, tune in next week. Or whenever these shows, I don't know when these shows come out. We're just making it up. This is episode 2 or 3. I don't know. We're just rolling with it. Ramps. Ramp it up. Thanks.